Good morning. So happy to see everyone at 11 a.m. Before that, on a Saturday morning, I welcome you all, and let's start in a minute's time. I'm just waiting for people to join in, and let me quickly take an opportunity to introduce FutureTayari. Hi Jay, good morning. Yes, introduce FutureTayari. So FutureTayari is a soft skills transformation platform, and our endeavor is to give transformation that's before after. You should feel the difference. People around you should feel the difference that hey, you're changed for good. It's very important for us to look better, speak better, and of course, have growth, have promotions, get whatever we want from our lives. All of us know how important are these things for us. Most of us are good at our work, we're good at our technical skills. But yes, so there are certain programs that cater to how you look good, certain programs will cater to how we speak better, and certain programs for our growth, for our promotions in that area. So, and now let me quickly introduce you to Deepak Tomar. Deepak is somebody who's deeply interested in, gentlemen's styling, and he has had an influence. People have been influenced by him, and he's been an investment banker for 17 years. He's done tech mergers and acquisitions, and even in his organization, he's had certain image, and that's why probably he's the right person to talk about these aspects. And second thing is very important, he is also the co-founder of FutureTayari. Yes. And but apart from this, he deeply indulges himself and experiments with various styles, various ensembles for different occasions. So guys, please welcome Deepak Tomar. Deepak, you can please take from here. Yes.
Thank you, Shraddha. Thank you for the elaborate introduction. And, my heartfelt gratitude to everybody who's joined on a Saturday morning. And let's hope we make it a fun exercise. Let us, hope and promise each other that, we will make it interactive and, make it interesting and fun. All right. So with that, I'll start. So, before I start, can I throw in a bit of Hindi? Just raise your hands. Give a raise or not raise your hand. If you raise your hand, I'll be more than happy to throw in a bit of Hindi. Or otherwise, I can completely keep it, in English all throughout. So you just session that this is all about power dressing and etiquette. Now, all of you looks like you have been in some business, you are working somewhere, and you have had various experiences in life, right? आप लोग सभी लोग you are somewhere at your career, evolved, senior, mid-management, etc., or running your own businesses. But at some point in life, kabhi na kabhi ye lagta hai ki acha, is there a room or scope for growth, right? And that growth many times of technical skills, you can keep learning new tech skills. There's a lot happening in digital, etc. So that's one aspect of acquiring technical skills. But in terms of your personal growth, there's a whole new world that you want to explore, because by now you have done a few things, you have probably made your money and so on and so forth, and now so focusing on oneself becomes supremely important at a certain point in life. I mean, I'll be more than happy if it starts at the beginning of the career itself, because I know for a fact that once you focus on your personal development inside and the appearance, it helps in your journey in a great deal. ये सबसे बड़ा catalyst होता है. And I can tell you that because I used it. I used to work with Nomura, which is the Japanese investment bank. I was an executive director in investment banking there, and then I joined another global tech M&A boutique bank as their India managing director. Now, in all this journey, I realized at Nomura I was one of the youngest divisional head. I was very close to the CEO, and the CEO used to really appreciate everything that I did, because किसी भी business में देखिए, हमारा जो business है banking का, that's a very client oriented business, right? It is relationship first. बैंकिंग में ये कहा जाता है रिलेशनशिप फर्स्ट. So relationship के लिए सबसे important चीज होती है to build trust, and trust me, trust builds, and आप सब लोगों ने ये महसूस किया होगा, trust builds when you are a likable personality. अब likability जो है ना, it has multiple dimensions to it. Likability happens because you are a certain kind of person, you behave in a certain way, you come across as a certain way, etc., etc. So building that likability is very important, and we think, and I mean, I believe and I know that power dressing, etiquette, these kind of things are very, very important, building that likability and trust. So we'll get started. So my whole agenda is that all of us should shine. We are really special people. Everybody who's come to this earth is really special, and they should make sure that when they are here during their time, they should bloody shine. Yeah. So shine like a diamond. Can you? Of course you can. Executive presence. अभी जो executive presence चीज होती है ना, it has 3 dimensions from my point of view. One is gravitas. Many times we say it's a gravitating personality. क्योंकि एक magnetism होता है personality में. You get pulled. सोचते हैं है कौन यार? Many times you meet these kind of people, right? That's called gravitas. So gravitas build करना एक अलग बात है. Then the other element of executive presence is communication. High quality communication. There are multiple dimensions of communications which we will cover in a different live session. So gravitas and communication will come in a different live session. What we are doing today is focus more on appearance. We'll touch upon a few things related to communication, etiquette, etc. उस पे हम करेंगे. There'll be a small touch upon, but the major focus is on appearance, because appearance matters. There is this professor of psychology and human behavior, behavioral sciences. His name is Professor Mehrabian. And Mr. Mehrabian is, I think he's at, he does research at Wharton University, and he's done this research. According to him, of all the communication that happens, only 7% is verbal. Okay, you can Google me on this. I know my facts. Only 7%. This is the long time research that he did, and this is quoted by everybody. Harvard Business School, this, that, everybody. So 7% is verbal communication. 33 is your body language, etc. And the other 55. So basically 93% is non-verbal. And non-verbal includes everything: your body language, your facial expressions, your appearance, etc., etc. That's why so much of emphasis on appearance. Yeah. Within appearance, we will talk about a few things: power dressing, dressing in daily life, dressing for different body types. Right? There were a few questions we received, and we'll touch upon all those questions as well. And avoiding faux pas. We should not make any blunders. Right? So we will touch upon that as well. Okay. So first, let's cover this section. So we'll look at daily office wear, क्या पहनना चाहिए daily, or we will also notice that India is a tropical country, right? So अब जैसे I really love wearing suits, and my wife Shraddha here really makes fun of me. वो मेरी चुटली लेती है क्योंकि half of the time मैं बोर होता हूँ तो मैं टेलर के पहुंच जाता हूँ, क्योंकि वहां मुझे मजा आता है कि अच्छा ये कर देते हैं, वो कर देते हैं. I just enjoy that. But at the same time, let's respect the fact that we are a tropical country. जरूरी नहीं है कि हम वो कपड़े पहने all the time जो ब्रिट्स पहनते थे, बट हमारा इन्फ्लुएंस बहुत तगड़ा है. और मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बताऊंगा यहाँ पर. सो माय फादर इज इन his 80s, okay, very fit guy, and मुझे याद है when I was a kid, in the 1990s when I was in Gorakhpur, okay, he was he was in the Northeastern Railway officer, and sir क्या करते थे कि सर्दियों में, and Gorakhpur की सर्दियां, I'm talking about 90s, right? So winters would start straight in October, mid-October. Beautiful pink, गुलाबी सर्दी जो इसे कहते हैं, that would start. It would go up to March. So almost 5 महीने की सर्दी होती थी. My father used to wear a 3-piece suit to the office, double-breast suits. अब वो, he was not a very rich guy, right? अब वो रेलवे में बहुत पैसे नहीं मिलते थे, but he has a few suits. But he used to wear suits every day, trust me, and very well fitted. So what I'm saying is कि वो एक influence था British Raj का, but we are a global economy, we are a export-led economy. On a daily basis, we are engaging with people from the rest of the world. So how your appearance really has to be global. So we'll make a note of those things. Work-related formals occasions, we'll talk about offsites. बहुत सारे offsites होते हैं आजकल corporates में जाते हैं बाहर लोग. What do you do? I mean, many times you get confused कि क्या पहनना चाहिए यार. मतलब I don't want to make any blunders. At the same time, I want to communicate something. I want to project myself. I want to be a confident guy. You know, receive respect, so on and so forth. Annual days, office events, clients meetings, going to party organized by the boss. इस type की चीजें, right? Let me just So power dressing. Business casual के बारे में बात करते हैं. You know. Business casual में आज की डेट में, you know, Ryan Gosling is doing something on a daily basis. You want to, जरूरी नहीं कि आप बहुत highest level of formal, जैसे मैंने एक double breast suit पहना हुआ है, जरूरी नहीं है कि आप daily office में, you know, वो पहन के जाएं. Even if you're wearing a good shirt and pants, that's good enough. But the point is, many times people in India, they wear maroon or black, etc. as colors. Navy blue पहन के, you know, shirt office चले जाना. That's not really ideal. It does not project the right image. It is मैं कोई गलत शब्द इस्तेमाल नहीं करना चाहता, but it looks you know, below par. So it's very basic. When it is you know, because you're going to the office, you know, if it is not like top-notch formals, but on a daily basis, try and wear you know, lighter colors on the top, right? Lighter colors could be anything. Like for Ryan Gosling, यहाँ पर this guy, you know, this guy. He's wearing a striped shirt. That looks very nice. A striped shirt with navy pants. It works really well. Or you can get checks. Checks भी subtle होने चाहिए. Or you can do just solids. Solids में you can do very light baby pink, light blue, whites are really white. You can never get, you know, go wrong with whites. So that's something you should do. अब एक चीज यहाँ मैं mention करता हूँ कि जैसे Ryan Gosling की आप belt देख रहे हैं, that's more like a cappuccino color, like cognac color. At times I've seen people make mistake कि वो belt और shoes का color match नहीं करते. So if you're wearing black shoes and if you must wear a belt, please do not do any color other than black. If you're wearing brown shoes, please do not do your belt in any other color than brown. It's a very slight thing, but it matters. When people see you, they immediately get a hit. This is a very well put together ensemble. So that's that. The other ones, this guy is, this guy, his name is He Spoke Style. And this guy, He Spoke Style, is a very good influence. Agar aap yahan dekhe, this is business casual actually. So what he's doing is, you know, navy trousers. On top of that, he's wearing these, you know, single breast. इसको बोलते हैं sports jacket. जो भी इसने jacket पहने हुए sports jacket होते हैं. Sports jacket का ना fabric होता है, it's not like a plain fabric. It is, उसमें weave होता है, मतलब patterns होते हैं. There's something called half sack weave. There's something called, you know, bird's eye. तो वो थोड़ा मोटा weave होता है. So it looks like a sports jacket, but it looks very beautiful in a casual attire. Okay, so that's also actually casual. But in many times, you know, on a daily basis, you must go to the office. You can do something like that. अब ये, you know, it's not a uniform, monotone kind of top and bottom. अगर पूरा, you know, formal है, then it has to be a complete suit. You cannot break it. ये breaking जो है, that is allowed only in a casual setup. And please understand, अगर आप ऐसा business casual करते हैं, your image will just hit the roof. ये मैंने जो पहना हुआ, this is a cotton suit. Okay, now cotton suit आप लोग बोलेंगे शायद यार cotton में suit नहीं, but cotton fabric, you get a lot of cotton fabrics where you can make suits, and these suits look really nice. थोड़ा casual vibe होता है because it is cotton, वो break होता है. But what I've done is I'm wearing a linen shirt with that, and I'm wearing, you know, tasseled black shoes. So, you know, these are some of the things that you can do for your casual dressing. But looking at the Indian weather, अब summer weather, अब May है, June है, तो उसमें, you know, jacket पहनना is not so easy. Although I do, because most of, you know, अब मैं यहाँ देख रहा हूँ, most of you are in an AC office, गाड़ी में बैठ के client meeting में जाना है, वहाँ AC, so you can always carry a jacket. I mean, for example, consultants होते हैं, bankers होते हैं, I mean, if they are going to a formal meeting, they always carry a jacket. They are always in a suit, no matter what the weather, right? वो इसीलिए possible because they are in their office, air conditioned, they sit in a car, air conditioned, or you take off your jacket and then you are at the client. And at the same time, when you show this kind of seriousness, the client also receives you well. They know that you are giving this occasion that top seriousness that they deserve, right? So your power dressing, formals, that's very important. Abhi formals mein na, you know, as I said, right, I will never break it. If I'm doing just a trouser in prime form, formals mein, I will do navy trousers or dark charcoal gray trousers. Don't avoid black in any situation. Black is not cool. Black does not make sense. Black में बहुत सारे restrictions होते हैं. So never go for black. अगर आप midnight blue, navy blue जाएंगे, that itself is beautiful. Okay. So do grays and do navy blues, restricted to those two only. उसमें navy blue में then you will find many things. Like for example, these two, the first two images that you see here and here, these are pinstripes. Okay, and pinstripes make you look amazing. And if you know Indian men have a, let's say, an average height of 5'6", 5'7". If you want to look taller, wear pinstripes. You look taller. It will give that kind of impression. Okay, and formals may, as I said, right, the top and the bottom have to be the same. If you're wearing a full suit, it has to be cut with the same cloth. And extreme formals, only whites, solid whites, and or solid light blue. That's all. ये शर्ट आपको पहननी है और कुछ मत करिए. फॉर्मल ओकेजन जरूरी नहीं होता, जब आप डेली बहुत ऐसे प्राइम फॉर्म में जाते हैं, जब भी जा रहे हैं, मेक इट लाइक दिस एंड यू विल स्टैंड आउट. बिकॉज I've seen most of the Indian men do not take care of these things. Okay, अब उसमें I would advise the next time you're doing formals, please do please wear a complete suit. और उसमें if what you should do is, जैसे मैंने आज पॉकेट स्क्वायर पहना है, right? You should do a pocket square. If you're wearing a white shirt, a plain white pocket square or something with a background, white background will work wonders. क्योंकि ये थोड़ा सा not as formal a thing. मैंने उसको इस तरीके से डाला हुआ है. Pocket square करने के बहुत तरीके होते हैं. But do a clean folded one जैसा ये है, वो करके आप कर सकते हैं. And here as well, right where I am, this is a complete suit in herringbone, navy suit. And we were going for a very formal meeting in Delhi, and that's where I clicked it. जरूरी नहीं कि आप हर जगह टाई भी पहने, but अगर client meeting में जा रहे हैं, maybe tie is a good idea. But if you want to give tie a miss, you can do it. But a suit, like a navy suit, there's nothing that comes close to it. So that's what power dressing, formal dressing really means. And when you are a leader, when you do this, people who work with you, they really ooze with respect and some kind of admiration for you. And that's what you can probably do with certain appearances, right? अभी offside जैसी एक चीज है कि official parties है, ऐसा कुछ करना है. So this guy, this bald guy here, there are two bald guys by the way, ये मैं भी हूँ, एक ये भी है. This guy is he has a great influence on me, this one, and he's a Brit guy. And इनकी जो commentary होती है स्टाइल पे, gentleman स्टाइल पे, that's पूरी दुनिया में फॉलो की जाती है. What he is wearing is a linen suit. Okay, so if you are going for an offsite or an office party in the evening, you could do a linen suit. Linen suit पे क्या होता है कि it crushes, but that crush is really beautiful. पूरी दुनिया में उसकी खूबसूरती की मतलब चर्चे होते हैं. And even if you don't want to do the jacket, you can give it a miss. But linen pants or nicely fitted denims, जो आगे denim से हम आगे देखेंगे, those work wonders. But the point is, keep it simple, but keep it a little casual. Casual का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि आप sneakers पहन के चले गए, यानी sport shoes पहन के चले गए. Sport shoes मतलब you're doing yourself injustice if you do those things. Denims भी हो तो मैं उसके साथ बताऊंगा कि denim के साथ क्या पहनना है. देखिए, ऑफिस वाली जो भी फंक्शन होता है या कोई भी ऑफिस पार्टी होती है, ऑफ साइड भी होता है ना, वहां पर भी एक एलिमेंट ऑफ फॉर्मेलिटी होती है, राइट? सो ऑफिस का कोई भी चीज उसमें एक टैड बिट फॉर्मेलिटी होती है. उस फॉर्मेलिटी को एक्सेप्ट करना और उसको अप्रिशिएट करना बहुत जरूरी है. दैट इज समथिंग यू डू विद दीस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. अब जैसे मैं जाता था, हमारे कुछ ऑफ साइट्स होते थे. अब वो कहीं हार्वर्ड से किसी प्रोफेसर को बुलाया, वो ज्ञान दे रहा है, दिन भर ज्ञान दे रहा है. दिन भर हम बैठ के कुछ एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, उनसे ज्ञान ले रहे हैं, और शाम को इवनिंग डिनर इस टाइप की चीजें होंगी, राइट? तो दिन में व्हेन यू आर सिटिंग इन अ होटल, इन अ कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम, और कोई आपको ज्ञान दे रहा है, वहां पर समथिंग लाइक दिस, लाइक अ नॉट सच अ फॉर्मल सूट, लाइक अ नेवी सूट मत करिए. समथिंग लाइक दिस, लाइक अ लिनन सूट, और जैसे मैंने यहाँ ये भी एक कॉटन सूट है, लाइक इन खाकी कलर. डू समथिंग लाइक दैट. अगर आप ऐसा करेंगे, you are still commanding respect, but at the same time it's not like very uptight कि हाँ ठीक है मैं client meeting के लिए आ रहा हूँ, client तो कोई है नहीं वहाँ पे, and you're having a bit of fun as well, right? अब देखिए यहाँ पर, अब जैसे मैंने किया कि मैंने स्नीकर्स पहने हो, व्हाइट स्नीकर्स. यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हेन यू डू स्नीकर्स विद विद सूट्स. you have to be very measured. Sneakers have to be very clean. उसके बारे में भी मैं आगे बताऊंगा. Very clean sneakers, okay? और trouser length matters, sleeve length matters. We'll come and cover those things. So that's what is about these offsite and other party related stuff. I talked about it. What should we do in hot months? जैसे मैंने बोला, consistent bank raise हमेशा कोई excuse नहीं है. Formal meeting है, you should be in a suit, and because look, ultimately it is about you. आप किसी के लिए नहीं कर रहे हैं, अपने लिए कर रहे हैं. अपनी image जो होती है ना. See, the thing is, when you are not in a room, no, people talk about you. मैं बॉसेस हमेशा पीछे बात करते हैं, यार ये कैसा रहेगा. ओकेजन समझना बहुत जरूरी है, ओकेजन के रिस्पेक्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है, एंड दैट रिस्पेक्ट comes through how you really how much effort you take in putting yourself together, and then communication etc comes to the forces, of course, but these things are important. Now, I said shoes की बात कर रहे थे. देखिए, I'm a little crazy because I'm just sharing with you, okay? This is not that मैं बता रहा हूँ, but I'm a little passionate about these things. मुझे मजा आता है. So I'm quite crazy. मेरे पास sneakers, मैं बहुत sneakers हैं, but at the same time I'm really interested. अगर अच्छे जूते मिलते हैं तो मेरी लार टपकने लगती है. I start salivating. I'm giving you 3 things. I really am giving you only 3 things. Just do these 3 and you are covered, okay? तो मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको 3 चीजें. एक होगा sneakers, because leather shoes आप हर जगह नहीं पहनना चाहते, right? But I'm giving you sneakers. आपको एक चीज करनी है, आपको वो बड़े लोगों वाले sneakers नहीं पहनने. आप सभी लोग you're like in your 30s and you have a certain image. Please do not do logo sneakers. Please don't do Adidas. Please don't do Nike. Nothing. There are multiple other brands where you find cleaner sneakers. Price उसका और भी Adidas से भी कम होगा, by the way. Adidas is like really crazy, like 12-15 हजार के sneakers हो गए, clean sneakers. If you want to go buy Samba today, जो कि अभी नई सीरीज आई है, 13,000 का हो गया sneaker. But anyway, coming back, so this is a suede sneaker. Okay, just see how clean it is. It's suede. Suede basically जो leather होता है उसका उल्टा side होता है, but it is curated well. Okay, that's what suede is. And suede oozes luxury. It oozes looks. It oozes casual, and it oozes beauty. Okay, this is a suede sneaker. Then at the same time यहाँ white sneaker आप देखो मैंने रखा है clean एकदम. इसमें ना किसी लोगो का नाम है, ना कोई बहुत ज़्यादा elements हैं. But when you wear something like this, you come across as really sophisticated and very well put together. Okay, very important. अच्छा, जो भी हम अभी बात कर रहे थे ना कैजुअल में, पीछे जो स्लाइड्स आए थे, प्लीज मेक श्योर कि जैसे मैंने देखा है बहुत सारे लोग हैं, अब जैसे व्हेन पीपल स्टार्ट मेकिंग मनी, वो कहता है कि चलो मैं टी शर्ट लूंगा तो बॉस की लूंगा टी शर्ट. देखो, बॉस की टी शर्ट आप लोगे लेकिन वहाँ बॉस बड़ा बड़ा लिखा होना, ट्राई एंड सी कि वहाँ लोगो बहुत बड़ा प्रिंटेड ना हो. देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड क्वाइट लग्जरी. पढ़ना है इसके बारे में आप. There's a wave of quiet luxury. All the Hollywood celebs here, they're going for things where you don't see any big patches or big branded logos, etc. When you are very well put together, how your garment is constructed, how your shoes are, it comes through. Brand का logo होना बहुत जरूरी नहीं है. So please make sure next time you're doing that, you make a note of this. It will really do wonders to you. Okay? So this is about the sneakers thing. Then you go to the next set of shoes that you should look at. ये है power dressing formal shoes. आपको मैं 2 formal shoes बोल रहा हूँ, इसमें तो कोई भी एक ले लेना. मेरे पास आओगे तो आप दोनों मिल जाएंगे. But you just have to take one. Black और मैंने cognac color रखा है. Okay? The black one is called a cap toe Oxford. ये जो उसके ऊपर ये इसको बोलते हैं ना, this is the cap toe. Okay? So cap toe Oxfords, very classy, very sharp. Okay, when you wear these shoes with nicely cut trousers and nobody comes close to you, man. Nobody. मतलब तलवार बन जाते हो आप. Katana, Japanese katana. That you rip through everyone. And this one is cognac. Is called wing tip brogue. इसको ये जो है ना, this thing is called a wing tip. Okay, it's a beautiful shoe. If you wear this, you have hazar admiration from everyone, and you have hazar attitude, like a nice attitude. You're a nice person. Attitude मतलब ये नहीं है कि मतलब गाली देते फिरोगे आप. Your attitude is like, I'm a cool guy, and I'm at the same time very nice too. So Either pick both kind of shoes or just pick one. But in your formal meetings, you have to stick to one of these kinds. There's something called whole cut as well. वो भी अलग अलग colors में आ जाएगा. But you know, ये formal shoes के जो प्रकार है मैं उसमें ये बता रहा हूँ दो चीजें. I don't want to confuse you. So when you are going, when you are going to buy the next shoe, go to something like a Clarks. Clarks do nice shoes, or you go to Aldo or whatever. Wherever you go, pick, look for these kind of shoes and just make it a wardrobe staple. Okay. Now, casual shoes. Okay. अब मैं बताता हूँ ये this thing is both these are called loafers, जिसको आप slip-on भी बोलते हो. Alright. Now, loafers में एक बहुत खूबसूरती होती है. इसमें एक नॉनशलैंट एटीट्यूड होता है, नॉनशलैंट कैजुअल वाइब, माइंड ब्लोइंग. ये जो है दिस वन इज दिस इज ब्राउन कलर, इसको बोलते हैं टैसल्ड लोफर्स. दीस आर टैसल्स. सो टैसल लोफर्स वर्क्स बोथ वेज. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अब मैं दिखा नहीं सकता बट आई एम वेयरिंग टैसल्ड लोफर्स, समथिंग जस्ट लाइक दिस. ओके, ब्राउन कलर ही पहने हुए मैंने भी. Tasselled loafers can work with a formal attire as well, but if you wear it with a pair of denim, it looks outstanding. Okay. So if you go for a tassel loafer, it will work both ways. All right. If you just want to minimize the number of shoes you buy, go for tassel loafers. It works both ways. And this one again the cognac color. This one is called a penny loafer. A penny loafer की भी कहानी है. वो जो फ्लैप दिख रहा है ना, एक जमाने में लंदन में जब चोरियां ज्यादा होती थी, मगिंग ज्यादा होती थी, तो लोग अपने पैसे ना इस फ्लैप के अंदर छुपाते थे. That's why it's called penny. Like penny उसके अंदर छुपाते. It's called penny loafer for a reason. And this is in suede. So ये जो जूता है ना, this is purely casual. You cannot wear it to the office. You should not. This is to be worn in your outings, in your evenings. आप डेट पे जा रहे हो, and या किसी से दोस्त से मिलने जा रहे हो, evening dinner पे जा रहे हो, etc. etc. That's why you have to wear it. Office में नहीं. But if you wear this, you have my respect. मैं आकर के खुद आपके चरण छूऊंगा. If you are one of those people who are wearing this, okay? So we talked about dressing, daily life, casual style. हमने बात की. What works, what doesn't. Then we will talk about travel. Like बहुत सारे लोग मैं बताता हूँ कि और travel क्यों तमीज से करना चाहिए. Many times जनता कुछ भी डाल के चली जाती है travel में. मतलब sorry but how do I put it? Some people look like cartoons. They should not. Matlab, look, you guys are in your 30s, 40s. If you put together yourself well, because when you are at home, nobody's looking at you. But when you are at the airport, there could be somebody, a colleague could, meet you. अब मैं आपको एक story बताता हूँ. मैं दिल्ली से आ रहा था. There's something very unfortunate had happened. I and Shraddha were returning. Many times I जैसे मैंने दिखाया ना, पहला वो था वो मेरा फोटो जिसमें green t-shirt and that brown suit I'm wearing. That is at the airport. That's my airport style. So once I was coming from Delhi, the guy sitting next to me, वो तो भैया मैं आपसे एक बात पूछूं, and this guy is a founder. He is doing अच्छा खासा business run कर रहा है. Sweet guy says, भैया मैं आपसे एक बात पूछूं, क्या आप बैंकर हैं? मैंने कहा मैं बैंकर अब तो नहीं हूँ लेकिन पहले था. Why? आपका एक style है which is very unique, this that. तो मतलब it becomes a conversation starter, and people get attracted towards you. People want to talk to you. People want to establish a connect with you. आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं. You're just sending a vibe. Okay. उसके बाद मैं कैसा हूँ बात करने में, that thing becomes important. But look, you open doors for yourself. Similarly, on the second वाला जो मैं बता रहा हूँ, मेरे बगल में एक बंदा बैठा था, right? So he asked me, okay, can I ask you something? Again, I was dressed just the way I am generally dressed. So he says, can I ask you something? हाँ भाई बताइए. So the whole flight, 2 hours we were talking. This guy is, he's a managing partner at a top executive search firm. Okay, managing partner, and then we started talking, and then he knew that I was in banking, I'm running a startup, and we are talking multiple things, etc. And then I have access to him. कल को अगर मुझे नौकरी चाहिए मैं ज़रूर बोलूँगा, अरे भाई कौशल क्या कर रहा है? You see what I mean? The moment you step out from your home, you're carrying your personal brand with you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, you're always carrying your personal brand. तो वो आपके हाथ में है कि when you are stepping out of your house, what treatment you are giving to your personal brand, वो आपके हाथ में है. Okay? So the only thing I'm saying is, and we will touch upon it, कि travel style में क्या करें, और weather appropriate dressing के बारे में भी थोड़ा सा बात करूँगा. Okay? So this is daily life, मैंने कहा casual style. This thing, The first one, this guy is wearing denims, and you know, you can call it a monotone look, like denims, light blue, light shirt. Just see how beautiful it looks. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं किया है, कुछ भी नहीं किया है. अगर हाथ में एक रिंग और ब्रेसलेट पहन ले तो और भी अमेजिंग हो जाएगा. But this guy is doing a plain denim shirt, beautiful light blue denims, and notice he is wearing loafers. Right? I talked about loafers like 5 minutes back. So he's just wearing loafers. On the second one also, this guy is wearing cotton pants, and he's just doing a nice knitted polo, and you know, loafers again, simple, clean. और ये जो last वाला है, this guy is also wearing, I think, loafers only, you know, but denim on denim. यहाँ पर एक चीज देखना, कहीं भी आपको वो नहीं दिखाई देगा what I'm professing कि एकदम fitted pants पहन लिए जिसमें से सब चमक के आ रहा है, बाहर निकल के आ रहा है. No, I mean, that's a disaster. That's a major faux pas. So these are some of the basic things that you have to do. और इसके लिए ना, you don't have to really break your bank. You just have, there are few brands that you need to identify. उस बारे में बात करूँगा. You know, we'll just give you a reference to some of the brands where you find clean things, but the things that will make you stand out. Okay? ये red flags में बताने वाला. अब ये देखो, ये you know, ये dude boy है. अब ये उसकी jeans फट भी रही है, उसमें निकल, मुझे लगता है इसलिए फट रही है क्योंकि निकल के आ रहा है. He's a big bodybuilder. तो उसका muscles निकल के आ रहा है उधर से. But anyway, jokes apart, you know, skinny denims are a no, right? For the length, many people just leave it like that. वो you know, jeans खरीदा तो ऐसा नीचे गैदर हो रहा है जीन्स, मतलब पैसा भगो उसमें, और ट्राउजर पहनते हैं तो उसमें भी 2-2, 3-3 ब्रेक्स आते हैं. इट्स अ ब्लडी डिजास्टर. आई एम रियली सॉरी. इट रियली टेक्स एवरीथिंग अवे फ्रॉम यू. यू डोंट लुक anybody serious. आप अपना काम करते होंगे, you could be a very senior guy as well, but please understand, आपकी seniority, आपका awesomeness कम हो जाती है, थोड़ी सी कम हो जाती है. जनता आपको रिस्पेक्ट करेगी आपकी कुर्सी की वजह से, आपको नहीं रिस्पेक्ट करेगी फिर. So command respect for yourself as a person, not just for your chair, right? तो ये skinny jeans, ये सारी सब में प्रॉब्लम वही है. No, don't wear skinny jeans. Wear relaxed denims, wear relaxed pants, and make sure the length क्या होता है कि सही लेंथ ट्राउजर का क्या होता है कि just one break और half a break. That's very important. तो अगर आप कल को लेने जा रहे हो और वो उसको बोलोगे, वो लोग एडजस्ट करके देते हैं ना लेंथ, तो लेंथ अगर उसको बोलने कि बॉस मेरा शू का जो बैक है ना, उसको बस टच करना चाहिए लेंथ. मैं जूता जो भी पहनूं उसको बस टच करना चाहिए, उसपे वो गैदर होकर के इकट्ठा नहीं होना चाहिए. So this is something you have to, you have to know. जैसे मुझे पता है कि what I wear, and let me just show you. I don't know, you can't see. Anyway, well, you can't see, but you know what I'm saying is, मुझे पता है exactly मेरा trouser length कितना होता है. Where I wear my trousers, okay, based on where I wear my trouser length is 41 inches straight. My tailor knows it. Okay, now you know. एक और चीज मैं बताता हूँ, ये रेड फ्लैग से ही जुड़ी हुई है. मेनी टाइम्स इन इंडिया आजकल बहुत फैशन हो गया कि we'll just go to Zodiac फॉर्मल्स के लिए and we'll go to Louis Philippe off the rack. Understand this please. None of these brands actually make clothing for Indian body types. इनके सबके जो वो होते हैं, क्या नाम है, कट्स होते हैं, तो you know from Europe and वहां से कट्स लिए हुए हैं. They're not really made it for Indian body type. That's why you see if you buy a Louis Philippe shirt, उसका शर्ट इतना बड़ा होगा कि यहाँ पर इधर इतना बड़ा होगा और कॉलर छोटा होगा. तो कॉलर के लिए आप लोगे कि भाई मेरा गला मोटा हो गया है तो उसके लिए शर्ट का वो इतना बड़ा हो जाएगा. And many times in India we have paunches, right? और पॉन्च हो जाता है तो उसको कवर करने के लिए देन यूज से कि भाई इधर से बड़ा होगा. बट व्हेन दिस हैपेंस, आप 44 साइज पहनने जाओगे तो शोल्डर निकल आएगा. द बेस्ट थिंग टू अवॉइड ऑल ऑफ दिस इज, प्लीज ऑन माय रिकमेंडेशन, स्टार्ट गोइंग टू अ टेलर. मैं बता रहा हूँ, इंडिया इज स्टिल अ प्लेस वेयर यू कैन गेट अ ग्रेट सूट डन, ग्रेट शर्टिंग डन एट अ गुड प्राइस. लुई फिलिप जितना 4-5 हजार की शर्ट देता है ना, आप Bombay shirt company जाओ, they will make a better shirt for you, which is for you, for your body, not for just about everybody, but for you at the same price. वो मतलब 10,000 की भी शर्ट मिलेगी, but 4,000 की भी मिलेगी, and it's a nice, great fabric, and you have a lot of choice. Okay, so please start doing that. आप एक बार उसको experience करो. I'm telling you, India is still the place where you can get tailoring done. Tailoring is a luxury. Tailoring is a bloody luxury. Trust me. The suit I am wearing, अगर ये मैं इटली में जाके बनवाऊं, it will cost me like a bomb. because I love these things, so I do these things. But I do these things because one, also that I'm in India and I know the tailors who do a fabulous job. Okay, so try and explore these things. These are very useful. I mean, मैं नहीं कह रहा कि आप 25 सूट बनाइए, but get a nice navy suit done. One, एक ही चाहिए. Occasion में हर बार पहन के wear different shirts, wear different ties and different pocket squares, and it will look different. It will look amazing every single time. But when you are going for that one suit, please, on my recommendation, set aside a budget, like a nice budget. ओके, इंडिया आज भी ऐसी जगह है जहां पर 50, 55, 60 हजार में एक बहुत अमेजिंग सूट बनकर तैयार हो जाएगा. अब आप बोलोगे बस 50 हजार में 60 हजार में सूट बोल रहा है, क्या बोल रहा है? लेकिन अगर वो जोडियाक और लुई फिलिप से सूट लेते तो भी 45,000 के तो आता ही है ना. एंड दिस इज शिट सूट, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, वेरी सॉरी. क्योंकि आपका अगर गला सा भी तोंद है, इट वोंट हेल्प यू. वो शोल्डर इधर निकल के आएगा, वो लेंथ कुछ काट देगा, टेढ़ा मेढ़ा कर देगा, पैंट वो कुछ जा रहा है, वो सबके लिए नहीं बना हुआ है बॉस. सो these are the things that you have to do to stand apart, and actually it's very easy to stand apart, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Travel style. अब मैं वही बात कर रहा था, white is very important. When you are at the airport, please make sure that you look like you look the part, you are somebody. So that somebody जो आप जो भी कर रहे हो लाइफ में, you look the part of that. So many times मेरे क्या था, जब मैं when I had just graduated, I joined PwC. Okay. नाम नहीं लेना चाहिए actually, sorry. I joined a big consulting firm, sorry. I was a consultant. I used to go to the client meetings, etc. So मेरे जो principal consultant होते थे, my boss, very cute, and he still loves me. And many other people. So वो क्या करते हैं, सूट पहन के जा रहे हैं, but they will take a backpack. Please avoid a backpack when you're wearing a suit. Avoid a backpack altogether. Try and do that, please. Get a nice briefcase. Get a nice handbag. Keep your stuff in the handbag, and you come across as a more mature and somebody who you really are. Backpack को छोड़ दो आप. वो जब आप ट्रैकिंग करने जाओगे ना तभी लेना. That's my request to you. So avoid backpack. मैंने एयरपोर्ट स्टाइल के बारे में बात की आपसे. You can try linens, you can try cottons, and then but at the same time, when you are at the airport, try and have something for the top. Jacket, like a bomber jacket. या फिर मैं अभी आगे दिखाऊंगा shacket. There's something called shacket. Shacket is it's like a shirt, but it's a jacket. It's called a shacket. Linen jackets. अच्छा, bag में मैंने बताया ना, handbag, or there's something called duffel bag. I'll show you actually. Get a nice canvas duffel bag, right? वो आपको मिल जाएगा बहुत सारे ब्रांड से. But these are the basic things. बहुत कुछ नहीं करना है, ये basic चीजें करनी है. हमारे सामने इतने ब्रांड, इतनी सारी चीजें लेकर कहते हैं that we get confused. But if you have to be razor sharp in what you really need to look to stand out. Standing out is just a question of your choices, and the choices are actually one or two from a whole bouquet of things that is available to you, right? So मैं बोल रहा था, this is a shacket. I'm wearing a shacket, cotton trousers, tassel loafers, and this is what it is. Perfect for any outing in the afternoon or for an airport style. This is a good airport style. See here, I'm wearing a maroon set of trousers. Some people may not want, but I'm somebody who will do all these shades. I wear dark pink trousers, but because I know what to do with it, right? So here I'm doing maroon, but the t-shirt I'm wearing, this is a nice. I was in Turkey. I bought this t-shirt, beautiful, from the local brand called Bayman. And that t-shirt has a maroon pattern on it, right? So it works really well with this maroon trousers, and then I have a linen jacket on. So these are some of the things that you can experiment with. अगर आप polo brand में जाओगे ना, Ralph Lauren polo, they do a lot of these colors. They will do bright green, sporty colors, right? These are called sporty colors. So it's not that these are like, oh bhai, ये मैं नहीं पहन सकता, ये I'm a man. No dude, you're a man, but man wears everything. भाई हमारे यहाँ के राजा महाराजा थे जो पिंक अचकन पहनते थे, पिंक ये पहनते थे, और इतने सारे हार पहनते थे, राइट? अपने ही राजा महाराजा थे वो. इंडिया में सब होता रहा है, बस जस्ट दैट हमको कुछ दूसरी चीजें सिखा दी गई. सो पॉइंट इज, इट्स ओके, मेजर करके अगर आप चीजें एक्सपेरिमेंट करोगे, इट विल लुक रियली अमेजिंग. बॉडी टाइप्स की बात आई थी. सो देयर वर फ्यू क्वेश्चंस. समबडी सेड कि बॉल्ड लोग. अब मैं आपको एक बात बताता हूँ. सबसे पहले बॉल्ड का एग्जांपल लेते हैं, क्योंकि आपके सामने एक बॉल्ड बंदा बात कर रहा है, राइट? I started getting baldness at the age of 24 when I was an engineering student. वो थोड़ा थोड़ा तमीज होने लगा, फिर मैं एमबीए करने पहुंच गया, वो IIM अहमदाबाद पहुंच गया, उधर तो जूस निकालते थे, तो उधर तो आधा बाल गिर गया मेरा. Okay, Shraddha still agreed to marry me. That's a different thing. But you know, hair loss. Now the thing is, there were two things to do. I mean, hair loss में जाके वो patch लगाना, it's a personal preference. But I think a bald look is really cool. Bald is really cool. And if you embrace it, you can really become a very unique personality. That's something I believe in and I live it. So bald लोगों को क्या style करना चाहिए? I mean, for me, I have a small face, so I use facial hair as an accessory, and then I make sure that I'm fit, right? मेरी मम्मी एक कहावत कहा करती थी. I recently lost her, by the way. So she used to say this: लाल गूदड़न में भी अच्छे लगते हैं. यानी गूदड़ फटे चिथड़े कपड़े पहनिए, लाल यानी मतलब somebody is healthy and in a good shape, they look good in whatever you throw at them. So the thing is, your best attire is actually, if you can be in a good shape, please do that. That's your best attire. And then of course what you put on to it is a great thing. So this is what I have to say. But if you have a certain attitude about yourself, whether you have a paunch, whether you are bald, or you have great hair like Hrithik Roshan, which is most likely woven hair, you will look great. Because वो जो attitude होता है ना, जो तेज निकलता है ना चेहरे से, light आती है ना, वो light nobody misses it. So you have to feel great about yourself and then augment all that feeling with everything that we are talking about. Please, off the rack चीजें आप तभी जाइए, जैसे मैं बताता हूँ. So the kind of body type I have, मैं जाता हूँ off the rack चीजें लेता हूँ, it fits me very well. But I still choose to go to the tailors, right? Because there are so many customizations I can do. एक shoulder ऊपर है, ये मेरा shoulder ऊपर है, ये थोड़ा सा नीचे है. अब ये बाकी जगह नहीं होता. ये वही होता है जब टेलर के पास जाते हैं. The body is so asymmetric that you can't even imagine. आपका पैर एक ऊपर है, एक नीचे है. This side chest a little suppressed, इधर का chest ऊपर है. ये सारी चीजें the tailor can really take care of. So off the rack चीजें लेना है, डेनिम ले लो जाकर के, डेनिम नहीं मिलती है, आप डेनिम ले लो, टी-शर्ट ले लो, टी-शर्ट को नहीं बना के देता, but formal clothing, try and go to the tailor. Okay? Style for people with a paunch. अब मैं इस पे थोड़ा सा, let me just spend some time on it, okay? Now, bald is cool, man. Look at these guys. I mean, Rock तो अभी सबसे ज्यादा पैसा बना रहा है, आप लोगों को मालूम है ना? He is the highest earning celebrity in the world. Why? He is bloody, किनारे कर रहा है, $250 million दबा रहा है एक साल के. It's crazy, okay? And the guy is bald. So all bald men, there's a lot of hope. All right, you see the hope right here in front of you in this screen. And so don't worry. I mean, it's just that what attitude you carry and how you're put together. Baldness is not a concern at all. And dressing big guys, right? अब big guys की बात में, ये जो अंकल आप देख रहे हो ना, मैंने ये फोटो इसलिए डाला है कि he is so, आप देख रहे हो वो कितने cool लग रहे हैं, but at the same time he's got a big paunch. Now what happens is when you wear a jacket, no, अगर आपका big paunch है ना, never wear double breast jacket जैसे मैंने पहना था. Double breast में ना पूरा paunch बाहर निकल के आता है, but ये single breast jacket में कैसा होता है कि there is so much of space that is given here, if you see, कि वो पॉन्च ऐसा लग नहीं रहा है कि निकल के आ रहा है, बिकॉज ये जो फॉल होता है जैकेट का, यहाँ तक नीचे तक फॉल आता है, दैट काइंड ऑफ कवर्स दैट, वो ऐसा दिखता नहीं है, वो सीधा ऐसा स्ट्रेट हो जाता है, राइट? सो व्हिच इज व्हाई इफ यू वेयर अ नाइस जैकेट व्हिच इज मेड फॉर यू एंड हैज इनफ ईज हियर, योर पॉन्च और एनीथिंग डज नॉट मैटर, ओके? और मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, इफ यू गो टू लुई फिलिप एंड गेट अ शर्ट और आपका पॉन्च है, तो क्या होगा, आपको पॉन्च को कवर करने के लिए बड़ा साइज लेना पड़ेगा. बड़ा साइज लोगे तो शोल्डर होता है, क्योंकि वो आपके लिए नहीं भाई, वो बड़ा साइज लोगे ना. प्लीज नेवर, इफ यू हैव अ पॉन्च, यू हैव नो ऑप्शन बट टू गो टू अ टेलर. दैट्स द थिंग. ये अंकल ने इतना बढ़िया टेलर्ड सूट पहना है, इट्स माइंड ब्लोइंग, इट्स जस्ट सो कूल. ओके, एंड देन हियर एज वेल, दिस गाय इज बिग, ये टेलर्ड है इसका. दैट्स वेयर आई हैव टेकन इट फ्रॉम. Although the combination he's done is black trouser and gray jacket, that's not a good combination. Never do that. वहाँ combination जो break करने हैं casual, मैंने ऊपर फोटो दिखाया था जहाँ पे the guy was wearing navy and उसके ऊपर check jacket etc. That's better. But just to show you that big guys with paunch, they look outstanding if they know what to really where to tweak. तो tweak यहाँ पर है. वो आप अगर आपको अपने आप को पसंद नहीं आता, मेरा पहुंच है, मेरे को सही कपड़े नहीं मिलते, बिकॉज यू गो फॉर द ऑफ रैक स्टफ व्हिच इज सर नॉट मेंट फॉर यू, विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट, ठीक है। अब अवॉइडिंग फॉपा, राइट, ब्लंडर कैसे करते हैं लोग। अब फॉपा, अब ये कैसा है कि यू नो सॉक्स। अब मैं और श्रद्धा एक दिन ना, वी लिव इन बॉम्बे, राइट, तो हम बीकेसी में बैठे थे इन दिस रेस्टोरेंट कॉल्ड किचन गार्डन, बगल में देयर वर टू जेंटलमैन सिटिंग। अब वो मुझे लग रहा था शायद वो इंश्योरेंस वाले थे या कोई फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज वाले। उनकी क्लाइंट आई, बढ़िया एकदम वेरी नाइसली ड्रेस्ड लेडी, उसमें उनकी चाबी थी, उसमें बड़ा सा मर्सिडीज बेंज का विल्ला भी था, तो शी वाज वेरी, और बढ़िया एक्सपेंसिव बैग वैग लेके दीस टू जेंटलमैन वो वेट कर रहे थे। बट ट्रस्ट मी, दे वर सो अनइम्प्रेसिव। आई विल टेल यू व्हाई। काम में इंप्रेसिव होंगे फॉर श्योर, बट एज द फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन वाज रियली बैड। व्हाई? और एक बंदे ने डार्क ग्रे जैकेट पहना था और ब्लैक ट्राउजर पहना था, या ऐसे ही कुछ रैंडम वो पिन स्ट्राइप ट्राउजर पहना था। इंडिया में कुछ लोग सोचते हैं अरे हाँ वो डार्क है ना, अरे वो डार्क पैंट है ना, वो डार्क बना, दूसरा वाला जैकेट दे देना, पहन के चला गया। हॉरिबल, सॉरी हॉरिबल। बिजनेस शायद आपको मिल जाएगा, लेकिन आपका इंप्रेशन हो सकता है वो पहला इंप्रेशन अच्छा नहीं जाएगा। अच्छा, उसी बंदे ने क्या कर रखा था, नाइकी के काले सॉक्स पहने थे। बॉस, फॉर्मल मीटिंग में तुम नाइकी का सॉक्स जो स्पोर्ट्स के लिए होते हैं वो कैसे पहन के जा सकते हो? वो भी छोटा एंकल लेंथ, वो तो पैंट में दिख रहा है, स्किन दिख रही है, फिर वो नाइकी सॉक्स दिख रहा है और रैंडम जूते। So, you know, these are the faux pas you should avoid. Socks, formal socks होते हैं. You know where to go. You can go to M&S, Marks and Spencer. Get clean things. वो आजकल के आए हैं ना सॉक्स जिसमें वो बहुत सारा कार्टून बना होता है, ये बना होता है. Don't do all of that stuff. No, clean, plain. छोटा सा कुछ पैटर्न है तो ठीक है, और बस clean. And socks have to be dark colored. Preferably match with your shoes. अगर shoes के साथ brown socks नहीं है कोई बात नहीं, just wear black or navy, that's all, or dark gray. These three things only. Preferably match it with your trousers. Navy trouser पहना है तो navy या black पहनो, okay? Gray पहना है तो भी तो dark gray पहनो या फिर navy पहन लो, बस, और कुछ नहीं। वाह, उधर कुछ experiment नहीं करना, it's a basic thing. Then jacket trouser not matching, I spoke about it. अभी tie and pocket square, हाँ बॉस, ये बहुत करते हैं लोग। अभी मैं बताता हूँ, आजकल बहुत सारे ब्रांड्स है, जोडिया बोडिया, क्या करते हैं कि जिस फैब्रिक का टाई होगी ना, उसी का पॉकेट स्क्वायर लेकर कैसा डब्बा बना के देते हैं, ले ले। दिस इज अ फॉप है, दिस इज अ डिजास्टर। आप कहीं भी पढ़ लो, कुछ भी कर लो, जिस फैब्रिक से टाई बनती है सेम फैब्रिक का ये पॉकेट स्क्वायर नहीं पहना जाता। इट इज नॉट नाइस। मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि ऐसा करते क्यों है। पॉकेट स्क्वायर को माना जाता है एज अ हाईलाइट। सो मेन के लिए ना ज्यादा हाइलाइट्स नहीं होते। विमेन हैव मेनी थिंग्स, ये वो नेकलेस एंड यू नो दे वेयर इन ईयर्स एंड दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ मेकअप ऑन एटसेट्रा, राइट। आपके पास ज्यादा कुछ चीजें नहीं, आपके पास 2-3 चीजें, मैं बताता हूँ क्या है। आपके पास अगर हो सकता है आपके पास कोई रिंग है तो ठीक है। दूसरी चीज आपके कफलिंग्स पहन लिए, ठीक है। तीसरी चीज जो मेन चीज सबको दिखाई देती है व्हेन यू आर वेयरिंग जैकेट इज अ पॉकेट स्क्वायर। पॉकेट स्क्वायर इज ऑलवेज अ हाईलाइट। आपने नेवी सूट पहना हुआ है, मोनोटोन थिंग हैपनिंग, उसको ब्रेक करने के लिए, एक हाईलाइट देने के लिए एक पॉकेट स्क्वायर होता है। तो पॉकेट स्क्वायर अगर इसके साथ मैच हो जाएगा ना, देन इट इज टू मच हैपनिंग। सो टाई जनरली, उसका रूल क्या होता है, इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल रूल। या तो जो आपकी शर्ट है या सूट है उसका कोई एक टोन, राइट, नेवी टोन, ब्लू है, ब्राउन है, ब्लैक है, कुछ भी है, तो पॉकेट स्क्वायर में जो भी पैटर्न है उसमें कहीं एक वो कलर हो, एक उसमें मल्टीपल कलर्स जनरली होते हैं। I'll show you. You know what I was wearing is this one. It's a linen pocket square. Just see, this way there is brown in it. My suit is also a little brown. If you see, my tie has a brownish thing going on, but it's not the same. Okay, so please make sure you don't get those packages जहाँ पर वो tie और वो same होता है. Just see कि उसमें एक कोई tone same हो. That's all. And it stitches together very well. Okay. Shoes के बारे में हम already बहुत डिटेल में बात कर चुके हैं. Please make sure that you do those things, तो आपका faux pas नहीं होगा। Okay? See, the thing is, your brand matters. Your brand is your responsibility. आप ये इस गुलाबी में मत रहना कि आज की डेट में ना ब्रांड मैटर नहीं करती। बॉस, आज की डेट में ऐसे लोग हैं जो जिनके बारे में आपने कभी सोचा नहीं था, बट ऑन YouTube they have made their brand and $200 मिलियन कमा रहे हैं। आप इनके बारे में नहीं जानते हो। 40-50 मिलियन डॉलर साल का, because they've got a brand. They're doing something, content creators, but it's a huge brand. Similarly, your brand matters too. It plays a role in the background. आपको नेक्स्ट क्लाइंट मीटिंग, नेक्स्ट क्लाइंट असाइनमेंट मिलने वाला है, नेक्स्ट प्रमोशन मिलने वाला है, यानी ऑल दीज थिंग्स, उसमें ना ये कैटलिस्ट की तरह काम करता है। ऑलराइट, अब सो ये अपीयरेंस के बारे में हमारी सारी बात हो गई है। I mean, ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने I've covered everything. I wanted to kind of touch upon a few things. I can tell everything under the sun, but I just want you to take 4 or 5 things with you, and if you implement those things, you'll see the difference. Okay, we can share this presentation with everyone as well if you want. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is etiquette essentials and lasting impressions. Okay, this is something we want to touch upon. यहाँ मैं ज़्यादा time नहीं लूँगा, but let me just touch upon etiquette essentials. ठीक है? So, basic etiquette is, there are various settings. और etiquette is not, इसका कोई special occasion नहीं है. It's something that you practice every day. It has to become a part of your personality. And when you have that etiquette, people perceive it, people see it, and people at the back of their mind subconsciously they appreciate it greatly as well. Okay. अच्छा, एक fun incident share करूँ? So I got neck pain. 3-4 दिनों से हो रहा है, major neck pain था. So yesterday Shraddha and I we were going, and there's this doctor called Vijay Shetty in Hirandani Powai. So हमने कहा उनके चले जाते हैं. तो I was sitting and he was examining. तो उनकी शर्ट बहुत अच्छी थी. मैंने पूछा, डॉक्टर do you mind if I ask आपकी शर्ट कहाँ से लेते हैं? तो कहते हैं, दीपक, it's really funny that you're asking me this, because after the prescription I was going to ask you ki, where do you get your clothes done, because every single time you come here you are the most well dressed person I've ever seen. And the other day I was talking to my wife as well कि यार ये दीपक Tomar आता है, and he is like this guy, and I need to ask him. So what I'm saying is, this is another example. How you are, people talk about you, people think about you, your etiquette, your appearance, it leaves an impression. So one more example for you. Etiquette, you have to practice every day. Please, जैसे मैं लखनऊ से हूँ by the way, so my family lived in Lucknow for the longest time. After Gorakhpur, we moved to Lucknow. लखनऊ के एक अदब है, तहजीब है, अदब. उसमें क्या है कि पहले आप, आज भी पहले आप करते हैं, others first, then you. So, and we see this, many times you open the door, you always tell people, pehle aap. So that pehle aap has to become a part of your personality. See, all of you are people who are doing things, who are moving ahead in life. So you are not coming, you're not in lack of things. तो जब lack होता है ना, तब लोग झपटते हैं. हम उससे ऊपर उठ चुके हैं हम सारे लोग, right? So यहाँ पर you really have to become somebody who kind of shows पहले आप attitude. अब मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि client है तो दूसरा आपका competitor है तो बोले सर पहले आप, नहीं, वहाँ नहीं करो आप, वो business है. But behavior, like etiquette, खाना पीना, चढ़ना, lift में जाना, all of that पहले आप. Positive presence कैसे? These are some of the things, right? When you're meeting someone, firm handshake, open stance, and always wear a smile. Great personalities wear smiles, and I'll also touch upon this. Great personalities also are not loose mouth or loose cannons. When people are quieter comparatively, they are also people are intrigued by these personalities. Just imagine if you're dressed nicely, if you have a smile on, if you have if you're smelling well, if you're very nicely groomed, people are already intrigued by you. उसके ऊपर से आपके ये manners हैं, मतलब भाई आदमी तो flat हो जाने वाला है. So smile, eye contact. अभी eye contact बहुत tricky चीज है, right? कोई many times जैसे आंखें टकरा जाती हैं, right? आंखें टकरा जाती हैं अगर the first thing you have to do is, if let's say you cross a contact, you just have a nice smile, right? When you travel outside, आप देखे होंगे, आप लोग सभी travel करते होंगे. If you are in London or wherever, you get into the lift. When people get into the lift, they say good morning. No matter who, they don't know everybody, but good morning. हमारे भारत में हम लोग उतना नहीं बोलते. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि हम बोलें, but I'm just saying, eye contact matters. Eye contact करके smile करना, it matters. It sends, it kind of immediately, लोगों का जो guard होता है ना, it's a very primal thing. So जब आप किसी नए बंदे से मिलते हो, आप ऐसे openly, open नहीं होते. But the thing is, यहाँ कुछ जा नहीं रहा है. to project yourself, you can wear a smile, you can say hello, you can say good morning, you can just smile, a slight one, and then you immediately shift your gaze. खत्म. आप ज्यादा देर तक नहीं देख सकते. आप ऐसा नहीं कि नए आदमी को 4-5 सेकंड तक देख रहे हो. That becomes spooky. तो वो नहीं करना है. Anyway, and thoughtful gestures, hold doors, greet. What I really want you to take home, वो सब जो भी ऊपर लेके जाना है कि नहीं जाना है, मैं एक चीज आपको चाहता हूँ कि आप लेके जाओ. You become a net listener. Net listener. When I say net listener is basically speak but listen more, right? That's when you are a net listener. So when you are in a meeting or in a client meeting, most of the times in a client meeting you have to listen a lot, right? You want them to speak, you want them to tell you all the problems so that you can project or you can show that, sir, I've come with a solution. Or in meetings you listen more so that you can come up with the right kind of questions, you can come up with the right kind of insights, and you can ask the right, you can probably add more data to something what they're saying or challenge things. For all of that, you have to be a listener. So becoming a net listener is very important. It is a superpower, my dear friends. Okay. Then, the other set of etiquette is dining etiquette. Dining etiquette is pretty elaborate, actually. And, that's something we have done in some of our programs. And, I think after this live session, we will cover another thing. जहाँ पर हमने 3 बातें की थी ना, अभी appearance के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. We will talk about gravitas in another live session. आप सब उसमें भी आइएगा. But dining etiquette थोड़ा सा cover करता हूँ. आप कभी भी फाइन डाइन में जाते हो, जब मान लो आप पहुंच गए ताज होटल, कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है, सो जो प्लेटिंग होती है, प्लेट के लेफ्ट में वो रखेंगे फोक्स, राइट में रखेंगे स्पून्स, और सामने रखा जाएगा another set of spoons or something, or a knife for cheese and let's say your dessert. तो राइट साइड में जो स्पून्स हैं और सामने जो स्पून रखे वो मिला करके आप बता सकते हो कि कितने कोर्स का मील है. राइट साइड में अगर 3 स्पून और सामने 1 स्पून रखे which is for dessert, then you can say it is a 4 course meal. Okay, and that's a basic thing to understand. Basic चीजें बता रहा हूँ, मतलब बहुत elaborate है. दूसरा चीज, it's very important to note that your fork is always has to be in your left hand and the knife in your right hand. And there is a certain way of holding the fork where leverage मिलता है ऐसे पकड़ करके. अभी मुझे लाना चाहिए था actually. You keep your index finger at the at the fork and ऐसे fold करके ऐसे रखते हैं. So it gives you leverage. So basically these are some of the very basic things. You just understand कि भाई ये कैसा layout है, क्यों है वैसा. There's a reason to it. And honestly speaking, at home when I have rice I use my hand because मुझे ना एक आनंद आता है. But of course when I'm outside I won't use my hand because that's a formal setup. घर में मैं करता हूँ. I don't profess to anyone कि तुम जबरदस्ती चम्मच से खाए, जो भी खाओ, इनको जैसे खाना है वैसे खाओ. Like my father eats his dosa also with knife and fork, which is his choice. But I use mostly my hand at home. Outside I so I work with the Japanese bank. I've traveled to Tokyo, basically Japan, like umpteen number of times. So I'm very adept at using chopsticks as well. So many times you are in these situations where you are eating Eastern food, whatever, Japanese food, Chinese food, and मान लो आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, तो ये मत सोचना आप कि यार नहीं मुझे चॉपस्टिक से ही खाना पड़ेगा. तो आप टोक्यो में हो, बिजनेस मीटिंग के लिए, उन सबके यहाँ 1000 लोग आते हैं बाकी की दुनिया से. दे आर वेरी यूज्ड टू दीज पीपल कमिंग एंड दे नो ईटिंग विद चॉपस्टिक्स इज नॉट वेरी इजी. तो आप मुझसे बोल सकते हो, डू यू माइंड इफ आई यूज माय फोक एंड नाइफ, एंड दे आर एब्सोल्युटली ओके. ये कभी मत सोचना कि नहीं वहां जा रहे हैं, कुछ लोग बताते हैं ना कि यार नहीं चॉपस्टिक से खाना जरूरी है. नहीं बॉस, चॉपस्टिक से खा करके अपने ऊपर गिरा नहीं करके ऐसे, वो दैट्स अ बिगर फॉप. So be light, be okay. It's just that if you have a broader idea about how the layout is, क्या आने वाला है, किस चीज को कैसे यूज करना है. ये नैपकिन बहुत सारे लोग गड़बड़ करते हैं. नैपकिन you keep on your lap when you open it, उसको फोल्ड करके रखना चाहिए, एक फोल्ड. और जो अंदर का फोल्ड है ना, उससे you wipe your face etc. and then वापस फोल्ड करके ऐसा रखने का होता है. ये है ना नैपकिन, मतलब this is the whole napkin, right? ऐसे करके रखने का, ऐसे, and then you keep it like this on your lap. और ये जो inside fold है ना, ये किया, वापस ऐसे रख लिया. उससे क्या होता है कि वो soiled napkin दिखाई नहीं देता. And this is the highest quality मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको. जो आप इसमें जाओगे, स्विट्जरलैंड के जो फिनिशिंग स्कूल्स हैं उधर यही सिखाते हैं. तो वो करके, और ये आपके पैंट, क्योंकि ये इनसाइड में है सॉइल, तो आपके पैंट को भी नहीं लगेगा, आपकी शर्ट को नहीं लगेगा. सो दैट्स हाउ यू हैव टू काइंड ऑफ लुक एट द नैपकिन, एंड व्हेन यू आर लीविंग, सो यू हैव टू मेक इट लाइक दिस, एंड यू लीव इट ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द, अब ये बोलोगे यार ये इतना कौन करेगा राइट साइड लेफ्ट साइड. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू, आई मीन आपको करना है तो करना, नहीं, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग द इन्फॉर्मेशन. एंड व्हेन यू आर गोइंग फॉर द वॉशरूम एटसेट्रा, you do the same thing to the napkin and keep it on the chair, so that the chair is taken, everybody knows ki it's taken, etc. So when the person is coming back. Okay, these are some of the things I wanted to tell you about dining etiquette. और एक और चीज बहुत important है, just make sure कि when you are eating, your plate looks cleaner. अब of course हम खाएंगे तो वो गंदा हो ही जाता है, but always take only as much food as you can eat. अगर थोड़ा सा कम ही खाएंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा है, because then you are lighter and you are more, you have more energy to talk, etc, etc. But please make sure that everything around you looks a little tad bit cleaner. That's all. Okay. So we talked about that. Let's talk about lasting impressions, right? Show interest in others, right? Let's say a situation bana de. Let's say you've gone to a networking dinner, or you are at a conference and there's dinner happening, or there can be many other situations. You have to show interest in others, right? ऐसा नहीं है कि आप you're talking about yourself and you imagine or expect others to be interested. ये याद रखिए कि पेड़ जितना लदा हुआ होता है उतना झुका हुआ होता है, यानी कि आप जितने ज्यादा accomplished हैं उतने ज्यादा humble और झुके हुए हैं. Very important. ठीक है. So आपको देखना अमिताभ बच्चन कैसे जब वो केबीसी करता है, he always shows interest in knowing about those people. वो अमिताभ बच्चन है बॉस, इतना हाँ तो आप हमें बताइए, आप अपने बारे में जरा बताइए. क्यों कर रहा है वो? उसका काम है, because that's how he makes people feel special. When you do this, you make the other person standing next to you feel special. एक कहा जाता है, Shraddha has met some of these people. Shahrukh Khan is known to make the other person feel so special. कोई भी हो, उसकी इंडस्ट्री में स्टोरी है, and these people are really big. Well, I'm a fan of Shahrukh Khan. Some of you may not like that, but the way he conducts himself, the way he speaks, the gift of gab is unbelievable. So इसमें ये चीज का please ध्यान रखिए, show genuine interest in people, knowing about them. It reveals a lot about people, and then you also have a lot when it comes to dealing with those people, handling those people, helping them, working with them, so on and so forth. Meeting for the first time, conversation. तो इसमें कैसा होता है कि किसी एक से पहली बार मिल रहे हैं, then you have to really break the ice. Ice breakers are very important. उसमें हम बताएंगे कि open questions पूछने चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि जनरली लोग वेदर के बारे में बात करते हैं, क्रिकेट के बारे में बात करेंगे, क्रिकेट के बारे में बात, ask open-ended questions. So उसका मतलब ये होता है when you ask open-ended question, सामने अगला बंदा yes or no बोल के चुप नहीं हो जाता, उसको ज्यादा बोलना पड़ता है. Then you have the other person open, and then the conversation is going, and then you have really made an entry, and you can then include other people as well. That's how you have a conversation. ये नहीं कि यार वेदर कैसा है, बहुत गर्मी है ना, हाँ बहुत गर्मी है, उसके बाद क्या बोलोगे? You have to say, oh, you have recently joined the company. How do you think? How are you feeling here? What do you feel, or are you excited? Tell me something about it. थोड़ा सा open, थोड़ा सा elaborate, right? थोड़ा सा वो play करना पड़ता है. Tell stories, very important. Whenever you want to connect with people, storytelling comes really handy. Storytelling has an amazing effect. आप लोग में तो बहुत सारे लोग सेल्स भी करते होंगे ना, if you have done sales training, वहां पर भी ये बताया जाता है, छोटा सा storytelling is very very crucial. So stories really break the barrier, make people connect. वो सामने वाला बंदा ना, ऐसा नहीं कि कोई बहुत सीनियर भी बंदा है ना, तो उसका बैरियर ब्रेक हो जाता है, उसका जो ऐसा नहीं, हाँ ये ऊंचे पेडिस्टल पे नहीं है, स्टोरी सुना रहा है, इंसान की तरह स्टोरी सुना रहा है. So people connect better. Storytelling is a superpower. Okay, and in that you can add a bit of humility, fun, and self-deprecation. Use self-deprecation as a huge, it's an asset. When you deprecate yourself, अपना ही मजाक उड़ा देते हो ना, it's just amazing. People connect with you beautifully. Try it. Poise, right? I mean, मैं गोरखपुर में था ना, तो हमारे टीचर बोलते थे बहुत छर्रे हो रहे हो तुम, छर्रे, balls and bearing के उछलते हैं बहुत ज्यादा. There's no poise. As a sophisticated person, you need to have poise. you need to come across as someone who is really secure about himself and self-assured. That's what poise is. Yeah, walk as if you have time. एक फेक चीज बताई जाती है कॉर्पोरेट्स में, ऐसे बिल्कुल बात करते हैं, अरे भाई तेज चल के जा ताकि तेरे को लगेगी, लोगों को लगे दिस गाय इज रियली बिजी. दैट्स बुलशिट. You walk with a purpose, you walk with poise, you walk as if ये नहीं कि छर्रे की तरह उछल चल के जा रहे हैं. No, poise is very important. Always have shoulders open, palms showing. When you're meeting people, there's something called openness. ये देखो, body language जो है ना, it is always linked to our primal primal behaviors, very primal, right? हजारों लाखों सालों पहले से जो हमारे behaviors है वो होते हैं. So when you want to break the barrier with some person, open stance, hands open, these kind of gestures, इससे suddenly दूसरे लोग अपना barrier break करते हैं, कहते हैं ठीक है, guards down, मैं भी बात करने को तैयार. That's how it is. Openness, it shows openness. When you stand like this, you're already looking to go out. Those kind of things. Chin up, straight back, firm handshake. ये हमने पहले ही बात की. लेकिन chin up, like if you stand like this, this you communicates you are being very haughty and arrogant. ये करने का नहीं. Chin should be parallel to the floor. ऐसे हैं तो you're like submissive, sir. Just parallel, clean, straight back. All of that you know these things. In meetings, when you are in meetings, paraphrase, ask questions. ये हमने net listener वाली बात कही थी. ये सब आप तब कर सकते हो when you are a net listener. So when you paraphrase, कैसा होता है कि when you paraphrase, the speaker also connects with you well. उसको भी support मिलता है, and you also understand, and you can, when you ask questions, you are actually doing doing a service to other listeners as well, because there is a doubt that was आपके मन में doubt है तो quite likely किसी और के मन में भी doubt होगा. So you can always ask questions, paraphrase. That happens only when you are a listener, and the listener also feels better, feels better because he knows कि भाई कोई intently मेरे को सुन रहा है, right? It's very important. Many times disagreements होते हैं, right? Meeting हो, कहीं भी हो, कोई भी discussion कर रहे हैं, उसमें disagreements होते हैं. So be disagreeable. But do not despise people who contradict you. अगर कोई बोलता नहीं मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा है, okay, fine, sure, that's a good point of view. This is what you have to say. Okay, I see your point of view. That's a point of view. Everything is a point of view. Absolute truth जो होता है ना बहुत कम है. Absolute truth मेरी नजर में क्योंकि ठीक है भगवान है, उसको कुछ लोग डिबेट कर देंगे, right? Absolute truth zero. शून्य is an absolute truth. उसको कोई डिबेट नहीं कर सकता. It's called a tautology. But in other things, be it politics, be it anything where your passion and your emotion gets involved ना, so हर किसी का emotion अलग होता है, हर किसी का passion अलग होता है, फिर वो चीजें subjective हो जाती हैं, and nothing is absolute. Then disagreements happen. So please always be disagreeable. It's okay to disagree, but but never despise. किसी से नाराजगी नहीं करनी चाहिए कि नहीं यार, be a big person. Big people are like that. Okay, so these are some of the things. I mean, look, there are many more things that can be touched upon. When we talk about gravitas and communication, जो 3 elements मैंने बताए थे, उसमें we are talking, appearance today, but we'll do it again next month, and we'll talk about gravitas and communication. That's where we will touch upon these things. See, it also matters as to which industry you are in. अब आप advertising industry में हो, तो एडवर्टाइजिंग में चलता है आप कैजुअल ऑफिस, कई लोग मैंने देखा है स्नीकर्स और जीन्स पहन के जाते हैं, बट करंट इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि मतलब उसमें भी इफ यू कैन शो exhibit certain taste, because when you're still at the office, if you can exhibit some taste, that's very very important. Try and not have shirt out if you're wearing shirts, because you're in tech में लोग t-shirt पहन के जाते हैं. So try and use the following things I'm telling you. Wear polos if you have to, but wear very clean polos, no logo, nothing, solid polos, no stripes, nothing. Wear solid polos, wear nice denims. मैंने एक और फोटो दिखाया था denim on denim. You see, you remember that? Yeah. Do those kind of things. You will stand out, Karan. देखो casual है, लेकिन you will stand out. Casual में भी एक finesse होना चाहिए. Casual में भी एक style होना चाहिए. वो स्टाइल नहीं होना चाहिए जो 1000 लोग बाहर पहन के घूम रहे हैं, वो नहीं होना चाहिए. You can avoid that easily. Okay, and try using sneakers, low tops but very clean sneakers. Okay, जो मैंने बताए थे. High top sneakers पहन के मत जाओ, आप वो एयर जॉर्डन पहन के मत जाओ, बाकी लोग भी वही पहन के आते होंगे. So try these a few things and see how you feel about it. So look, my tailor is Kings. It's in Bandra. Okay. And if you don't, Kings is in Bandra. आपका जो Bandra का junction है main जहाँ SV Road और Link Road शुरू होती है, it's right at that corner, Bank of Baroda. You tell them Deepak Tomar के recommendation से आया हूँ, they'll receive you really well. Okay.
Kings, na? Kings, K-I-N-G.
K-I-N-G-S, Kings.
All right, got it. Thanks again.
Kings का ये बोलिए Deepak Tomar ने मुझे आने को कहा है.
Got it, yeah.
Okay, that's all you have to do. So look, sir, the thing is, as a boss, as I said, right, you have to set the tone, and obviously you're right. You can't be the same as your employees. The employees should look up to you. और उसमें जब मैंने बताया कि I don't know whether you wear suits to the office every day. You need not necessarily wear ties, but if you can do suits, that will be great, because then it really oozes class, it oozes authority, it oozes wisdom, and so on and so forth. Now, wisdom you will ooze when you open your mouth anyway, because you are at the top and you know everything. But to create that aura, that image is very, very crucial. And sir, it's not just about the clothing, it's about the whole ensemble. You have to start thinking about the whole ensemble, not just your clothes. So, just please make sure that you start, if you are a very fit and clean body, you have shoulders popping out, your slim waist, please go to Louis Philippe and buy shirts from there, fine, I don't mind. But since you are the CEO, let's say, and you want to project a certain kind of image, start going to a tailoring solution. Get nice 1 or 2 suits done on weekends. Let's say it's dress down. Please do not go for denims, etc. You please go for cotton chinos and wear shirts which are like, you could do linen shirts, nice linen shirts, or you could do Oxfords, as I said earlier, button downs, and you have multiple things. Try and avoid very colorful, bright, checks, etc. Make it subtle. Subtle is nice. Subtle is classy. There is a place for colorful things. Like Sunday brunch करने जा रहे हैं, absolutely wear colors and this and that, pop out. But at the office, please do these things. But look at your ensemble, and I will, India में हम लोग एक चीज बहुत गड़बड़ करते हैं. Most of the people, even people at the senior level, I'm sorry, लोग जूतों पे ध्यान नहीं देते हैं. Shoes really speak a lot. Shoes speak. वो कोई तो British writer है, उसने बोला था कि you can tell a man's worth by from his shoes. So if you are really at the top guy, your shoes really need to speak. You can't go for, sorry, but you can't go for an Aldo or something like that. Please go for something more. Just invest in one pair of shoes. Set aside a good budget. 50,000 का budget लगाओ उस पे आप sir. Go for Crockett and Jones. Go for Carmina. These are brands that you can get. अब जो भी लोग shoes, अच्छे shoes खरीदने में interested हैं, they go to Delhi. If they are going to Delhi next time, go to Khan Market. There is a shop called Borgi. They have Spanish brands called Carmina, TLB, and Corte. Corte is too expensive. 2 lakh के जूते हैं. But just set aside a small budget and make sure if you're traveling, you can get from there as well. But you have to have one great pair of shoes. Your shoes really complete your great ensemble. तो इसके बारे में काफी बात कर चुके हैं. It's just about that. But just give it some thought. आपको शायद मजा भी आएगा. Because if you don't enjoy this process, no, you won't do it. You have to start enjoying this process. Because at the end of this process, there is a great shift of your whole appearance and your personality. To chase that, you should enjoy this process.